Hey, it's May the 4th. Ask me how I know. Because it's all over Twitter. May the 4th be with you. I'm a Trekkie. Love Star Wars, though. Star Wars is a lot of fun. Just saying it out loud, you know. How you doing? Good morning. Like I said yesterday, I'm going to open up this chocolate orange, and we're going to do it in my Krups, the Silent Vortex that I bought before I bought the Baritza. You may remember the Silent Vortex. We did it down in New Smyrna Beach when I made coffee down there, both in the kitchen and then taking it down on the beach. That was a lot of fun. I hope to do that at another location in the next couple of months. That would be sweet. Talk about that later maybe. But for right now, we're going to a little warmth here. And then we will give ourselves a little wetness in the paper. We'll pour that out. The carafe a little warm here. Gotta go to the market today, or the grocery store, or the shops, or the Kroger, or the Meijer, or whatever your vernacular is for a grocery store. I'm gonna make a key lime pie this evening for a get-together thing for Friday, and I want it to chill nicely in the fridge before it gets served. So I have to make it this evening. So I'm just gonna go get it this afternoon after we post this up. So I guess I could do it in this, couldn't I? I don't even need that. Let's just put that there. Wow, that's lighter than that. It is. By how much? Huh. That's very interesting. Didn't even think about that. All right, yeah, but I can use this vessel. I like this thing. It does not grind finely enough for me anymore. I mean, I like the AeroPress. And that takes a little bit of a finer grind than this can do. You'll see here in just a second. Of course, you probably remember from the other video, but we're gonna do 30 grams. Oh, you tease me. You tease me, little scale. Oh, 30 grams. I'm gonna do 30 grams of coffee. I almost poured it in there. Because of what I'm used to doing, but no, we just have to put the attachment on. And it's plugged in. I got my water heating. I know you can hear that. 120, very good. And so that was 30 grams of coffee. We're gonna do about 500 grams of water like I did yesterday. The wonderful thing about this is that it does exactly what it says on the bag. It is so chocolate and so orange. It's like having like a bitter Terry's chocolate orange. Well, no sugar. I guess that's a better way to say it. No sugar in it, and then taking a sip of coffee afterwards. I don't know if that's your thing. I like Terry's chocolate oranges is the way they are. But anyway, so I'm going to push this button, and the beans are going to do a dance. But more than that, it's so nice and silent. Actually, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good fine chop. I guess if you pulse it, everything kind of settles. I mean, those grinds are very bouldery, which is fine for a pour over, I think. And not having to shake it saves the grinds from getting up, because the grinds will just get up in here. Because sometimes you do have to shake it. It depends on the coffee. I think I've gotten that down as fine as it'll go. You know, the grinds will get up in here. And then when you have to wash this out, the water gets trapped up in there, and it's really hard. It's like getting water in your ear and you're trying to shake it out, and it just will not come out because it's double walled. And that's why it's so silent. So and another nice thing about this, you put 30 grams in. Come on, zero for me, will you? What is wrong with you? There you go. Oh, no, don't turn off. Don't turn off. I need you. Aha. Some days. What's nice about this, though, is there's like zero retention. So what you put in is what you get out. Ooh. Unless it sticks to the sides like that, and then you lose about 10 grams, or use about 10 grams. You lose about 2 grams. So there are some boulders in there. I'm gonna get a fork. Fork and a spoon here. We're gonna stir those down just a little bit. See, it's a little bit larger than I would like, and even if I shook it, it probably would not get much finer, which is why, you know, for something like this, or even doing a French press where it's all about concentrating the coffee and the hot water all together all at once without any kind of straining until the end, it doesn't need to be too small, because you're gonna get everything out of it that you can anyway. We'll see how this goes. I have plenty left in there for another one at some point if I want it, but I know this looks a little messy, but when we add the water, it'll all go down at another 10 degrees or 20 degrees, I think. So that's the Krups. I mean, I like it. It's great for what it does. And for these candy coffees, these very flavored coffees, it works wonders because there's very little retention, and you can just wash it out, and the smell and flavor are gone. Whereas in my burr grinder, my conical burr grinder, stuff gets caught in there, and then it can take a couple cycles for it to work its way completely out. So with these kind of coffees and this kind of brew method for the coffee, the Krups works wonders. So yeah, so it's May the 4th, which is has become a pun or a meme or whatever you want to call it these days. May the 4th be with you. As if Yoda had a lisp. May the 4th be with you. I guess it's Obi-Wan. May the 4th be with you always. Yeah, there you go. Sir Alec Guinness, everyone. He's in the room. He's in the room with us right now. It's very nice for me to be here. I'm very appreciative of you a lot. Marlon Brando is here too. Yes, I'm very happy to be here. I like to talk to you. Okay. now that I've completely drained the tone of the video, let's add some water. I'm going to do about... Oh, I didn't zero anything out, did I? So that was 30. 30. Yeah, so, and then we'll let that steep. We'll let that work its magic. We'll get all the gases out. Let that go for 30 seconds here. I'm going to zero this out now. We had to really think about that, didn't you? I'm going to zero that out, and then we're going to do 400 grams since I just put 100 grams of water in to get it brewing here. And then we'll wait until 3, 4, and we'll start now. Putting in 200 grams of water. Has a really different color to it, doesn't it? I mean, if you compare it to all the other coffees and how that they're prepared and whatnot in this manner. Oops, went a little too much. The foam on the top really has an orangey brown tint to it, whereas, normal coffee will have, just like a dark, not really even dark, just like a brown tint to it. Because it was ground so coarsely, we're going to find that the water passes through very quickly. So this is probably just going to be like a 3-minute instead of a 4-minute. I'm going to add the additional 200 because we're going for 500 grams. I don't know what I said before, and I apologize if I misspoke, but I was doing 500 grams of water to 30 grams of coffee. The little stir there is just to agitate the top of the water in order to get some of the bigger grounds off of the side of the paper filter. And now I'm going to do a little swirl here to even out the bed a little bit. We're going to let it drain out. Yeah, this might even be just this might be a 3-minute. rather than a normal 4. Because if you grind it nice and finely, it takes a little bit longer for it to draw down because it's got to work its way through a lot finer grounds. And if you have a rock bed, the water will pass right through it. Whereas if you have soil, it'll kind of sit there for a minute before it soaks all the way through. That makes more sense. To me, that makes more sense. So yeah, so we've slowed down a little bit. We've got remnants at the bottom here. Let's see how flat the bed turns out. That would be really nice if it were fairly decently flat. But yeah, I mean, in a pinch, this works wonders. But for everyday use, the variety that a nice conical burr or even a flat burr grinder will give you in the long run is miles and miles ahead of what this little Krups, as much as I do like it, will give you. Okay, we've drained. We're there. We're at coffee, and oh my gosh, the orange smell is just, I mean, it's just so nice. It's such a nice smell. A little hint of chocolate in there, but definitely a lot of orange. It's really funny that the chocolate's on the top and the orange is on the bottom on the here, because it's like, it should really be reversed. It should be orange chocolate, because the punch from the orange is just wonderful. So let's see how we did. Of course, may the 4th be with you. Yeah. If you like orange, if you like bright, citrusy coffee, this is your limit, basically. I mean, this is the top of the citrusy infusion chain, because it's just like orange and coffee and then chocolate. It's like all of those wonderful things just bound together. In deliciousness. Yeah. And it's such a funny color. It must be from the process of infusion. Because like I said, that foam almost has an orangey tint in the brown color. And I don't think that's my eyes playing tricks on me or any kind of bias. I don't believe so. It seems like it's done that consistently, and then the other coffees have always been like a whiter, lighter brown foamy top to them. But that is excellent. So, happy May the 4th. May it be with you. It will be with you until midnight, and then it will be May the 5th. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.